Okay, so the next section is the footer, or the CTA. So here we have a CTA at the top, so it's a prominent area, and then if the user scrolls down, they also have a CTA. So if they're impressed with your testimonials and your benefits and they want to work with you, then they're going to email you. So this is the button. So again, we're just gonna go down and we create a new section again, and in here we have a parent div, but actually everything is going to align in the middle, so we don't actually need a div here, but we need a H2, which is wanna team up, and then we're just going to copy the CTA button that we created at the very beginning, but we can give it a different style, a different treatment. We're going to make it a bit bigger, so command save. So again, you go to your browser, there we are. So we want these to line up in the middle, so class TC, and we also want to give this a background color of black. So let's see, I think he probably has one of BG black. Yes. Okay, cool. So he has a class of BG black. We did a style of the hex black. So you can mix it up. If you want to really use your own colors, then you can do it that way. And also we want to give the text of white. And we want to give it padding vertical 5. So again, this is that nice spacing, but we want to inverse this button. So that will be BG white, and we want a text of black. And we want to make this button a bit bigger. So padding vertical 3, padding horizontal 4. Let's make it more. There we are. That's quite a nice big button. Let's make the text bigger as well. F4, F3. Okay, let's say F4. Okay, so that is the CTA section done. And the last section is the footer. So if we go to tachyons and we go to the components, we just scroll to the top, we go to footers. So there's many different variations with social SVG icons. I've gone with the simple one. So here you're just gonna select the footer, command C for copy, and then after the section tag you hit enter, and then command V, command S for save, and then we go back to our template. Oops. And there we are. It's that easy. So we want to give this a bit more spacing, so padding vertical 5. Perfect. So what we're going to do is introduce a font, a different font, and the font that I found, or that I found on another site, is called Young Serif, and this is by the Open Foundry. Yeah, so Young Serif, and this type is pretty cool because it's like it's got that 80s kind of look, which is my year. So if we just scroll down, okay, so this is the link, and if we go to the GitHub, which is an open source, it's an open source font. Okay, so you can then download, and then so here we are. I've already downloaded one. So you just then need to, let's just do this together. So if I command C, if you go into your sites and you go into the demo, command V, we want to then change this to fonts, and in there, oops, copied the wrong one. So this is this is truly what we want. We want this folder here. So if I was to Command C, let's see if this works, and then Command V. Okay, cool. So we can delete this one. Just let me put that sound right down. Fonts. Okay, so we're now in the fonts folder, and if we go back to your VS Code, we go into fonts. Now if you look at the CSS file, we want to then copy this, so Command A for all, or you just select it all and Command C. We'll go back to index, we'll go up to the style tag, so at the end enter Command V, and what we need to do is to change the actual URL, which is the source. Okay, so what we did, we put this in a folder. Oops, let's just align this up a bit. So here we just put fonts / and we do the same for these two here, fonts / and then fonts /. And what we're going to do is copy the I should probably, yeah, so if we're going to copy this font family, Command C, we're going to create a new class of young serif, and then the font family is the one we just copied, so Command S. So what we're going to do is we're going to make certain text with that logo. So we want the brand to have that unique font. Oops, so young serif, Command S, and there we go. It's got that really nice Stranger Things kind of thing, which I think is really cool. And if we go into Hire Me, we do, oops, let's copy this one here, Command V. So again here, you got that really nice font there. We want to do this on the main heading. Again, you just Command V. Again, we want these on the headings. Again, this is very similar to Lego. Again, you just copy and pasting what you want, and you're just seeing it straight away. Okay, so we're not going to have it on these headings. What do we actually do? So again here, Command V. Also, I think it has a italic style. So if I was to put I, yeah, see, that's pretty cool. Italic. So testimonials, we're going to put these on the actual block quotes. So if we find the block quotes, so currently he has Atlas font. Command V, and select it, and then Command V, Command S for save. There we go. And then on the last one, we're not going to have it on the heading, we're going to have it on the button. And obviously this is your own choice. So for me, I wanted to have this on the CTA. There we go. Then our button is a lot bigger than the heading, so we want to make the heading a bit bigger. So class F2, there we go. Okay, so now we've introduced, again here you can see the spacing here is a bit bigger. So by default, well, what we can do is put margin top 0. So now you can see it's a lot more equal now. If we was to inspect that section here, you can see there that the spacing is a lot better. It's more even on top and on bottom. Okay, so now we've got our very own. We've got our, well, we've got a different font there now, which is pretty nice. It's got that, you're adding that uniqueness to the template. And we've mixed it up with a web safe font, which is built in the system, which again is pretty good for performance. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do is the responsive side. Okay, so what you can see right now, if we were to reduce the screen, it is always going to be on the grid of 5 columns, okay, which is what we don't want, or 3 columns. So these are fine because they're stacking. You can see some of these are not lining up properly, so we're going to fix that in a minute. So what we have to do is introduce media queries, and that will basically respond to the different widths of the window. So if we go to tachyons, you can see he's got -L. Okay, so that is a media query for large screens. And here we are. So that's the one we want to copy. So Command C. We go back to the style tag, and then Command V. So here we're just going to delete these goodies. So anything that reaches this min width of 60M, which is around iPad or laptop size, apply anything in here. So let's take the grid classes. So if I was to take all of these, let's say up to grid 5, and then we go down to the media query, Command V, Command S. So now if we were to reduce it, it should now stack. So how cool is that now? It is now stacking up. However, you can see we've got some big gaps. So again, we can just get that grid gap, but we have to do this differently. So by default, there is no gap, right? So if we do Command Save, you can see here now there's no gaps, big gaps between the text. But what we then want to do is apply it to this min width. Okay, so on that class of grid, we want the gap to be 3 rem. So now if we then resize the screen, there you go, you got the grid gap back. So it's pretty simple. So now it stacks on a mobile, and then it will be on the 5 grid column. Another thing here is probably giving this a bit more spacing. So again, we just go down to the header, we say PV4. That's a bit better now. So there we go. You've now created a very simple, minimal one-page template in HTML and CSS using some custom stuff and Tachyons framework. So let's just give this the full glory. Oop. I've got the free version, by the way, so you have to wait 5 seconds. I should probably buy the full version. So here, full screen, you can now see it, everything in its glory. You have your hero, you have your different sections. We could probably put more spacing here. It does seem a bit tight still, but here you can see the focus now. The focus on the testimonials is a lot more better. You don't have so much clutter. You could probably put more spacing there as well. So again, let's do that now. If we go back to what do we actually do? Okay, let's say PV6. There we are. That's giving it nearly, yeah, a lot better spacing. And then wanna team up, we're going to do the same for that. So wanna team up, we do PV6. Yes, okay, so much better there. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked the video, leave a subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell. Any requests for other templates, let me know. My name is Roy, and this is awesome. Great day today. Hopefully you feel inspired to make your own templates.